Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be taking a look to see if the iPhone X is still worth it in 2020. So let's get started. With so many iPhones on the market, it can feel like the iPhone X has been forgotten about. But do remember that the iPhone X really paved the way for a lot of the iPhones on the market right now. So that's why I'm going to go over why I see this device as still having a ton of value for 2020. To start off, we'll talk about the number one feature on the iPhone X, and that is the display. The edge-to-edge OLED display is the first of its kind in the iPhone lineup and is absolutely beautiful. Everything from day-to-day tasks, watching movies and videos gets handled like a breeze with this display. And being that it's OLED, the pixels are super crisp, the blacks are black, and the colors look stunning. And honestly, not much has changed from the iPhone XS or the iPhone 11. You're still getting the same 5.8-inch beautiful OLED display. Personally, being an iPhone power user, I tend to levitate more to the larger screen devices, so the Max series, just because I get more usability out of that. But I will say, using the iPhone X the past week has been really good actually. It fits well in the hand, but is not too small like the iPhone 8 or below, and I'm able to get through my day-to-day tasks with ease. And honestly, there's not much more that you can ask for in terms of display and size of the device. The text is crisp and clear, and the phone fits really well in one hand. And next, we can go over some specifications of this device. The phone is running a A11 Bionic chip, has 3 gigs of RAM, and comes in 2 storage options, 64 gig and 256 models. The model that I'm using is the 256, and for 2020, the 256 is going to take you far, but the 64 is still really good. And in terms of the camera, we are getting the dual sensor, two 12 megapixel cameras on the rear, and a front-facing camera of 7 megapixels. The camera does shoot 4K at 60 FPS and is really good at getting crisp images and really good video. Now, that being said, it's obviously not anything like the iPhone 11 Pros, and don't expect to do crazy professional video, but I've seen some people get some really good content out of the iPhone X, and it's not to be looked down upon. So, we're halfway through this video, and you still haven't drank any water yet? There are so many people who are failing to keep hydrated, and drinking water is the best way to leading a better quality of life. And with the water bucket, that becomes super simple. So none of those reminders to drink water or all of those apps you see in the App Store actually work. This does. A jug that shows you how much water you should be drinking throughout the day. Simply fill it up in the morning and see it go down as you drink. The jug has easy to read times on the side, and it is made up of a nice glass material and is easy to wash. So what are you waiting for? Pick up a water bucket in the description down below and start staying hydrated and lead a better quality of life. Alright, and now back to the iPhone X. Now, the next feature that I want to talk about is Face ID. Apple really got this perfect the first time, and the facial recognition always works. I've never had any issues with unlocking my device, and it's always recognized me. So if you're someone who's coming from an iPhone 5, 6, 7, or even an iPhone 8, the iPhone X makes a really good upgrade. And if you're coming from Android, well, you know the answer to that. The iPhone X will be an awesome device. And I know there's a lot of you who might even own the iPhone X still, and that's totally fine. This device is still perfect for 2020, and there really is no reason to upgrade to anything further, just because Apple really hasn't done too much. Unless having a little better camera is something of interest to you, I'd stick with the iPhone X for now. Now, let's cover battery performance, but this is something that's really going to vary based on your device. If you're picking up a device that's refurbished with a replaced battery at 100%, you'll be getting peak performance from that. But if you're picking up something that's used or secondhand, you might have a battery that's a little bit degraded, so that will affect your battery performance. But overall, I'm able to get through a full day of my daily use on the iPhone X without having to rely on a charger or a power bank. Overall, the iPhone X can handle just about anything in 2020. It runs the latest iOS version and has access to all the latest apps in the App Store. So if you're in the market for a new iPhone and you're considering the iPhone X, I'd go ahead and make the buy. If the price is right, it is an awesome device. And coming from my iPhone 11 Pro Max, going back to the iPhone X for a week to assess its usability in 2020, I was actually really shocked. There was nothing that the iPhone X couldn't run that my 11 could, and it ran all of my applications at the same performance level. I didn't notice any slowdowns or anything that caught me off guard. The iPhone X is an awesome device, even for 2020. So, just because it's a brand new year underway, doesn't mean that you need a brand new phone. The iPhone X is still a really cool device. Let me know what you guys thought of the device in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.